We've all heard about the benefits of red wine, or you may have even heard that a piece of dark chocolate every day is good for you. Do you know why? Do you know what special compound that's within peanut butter, so the peanuts, the red wine, the grapes, many berries? This special compound has immense power on our health and well-being. It's called resveratrol. I fell in love with it about 10 years ago when I was in the south of France, and I started to learn all about the French paradox, why it is that the French can eat a diet that's rich in so many saturated fats, drink their wine, enjoy all of the deliciousness of their food, and yet, despite all of this, have some of the healthiest cardiovascular systems in the entire westernized world. It's a paradox, right? Well, we now know it has everything to do with the polyphenol resveratrol. So resveratrol has so many benefits. I'm gonna go over my top 10 favorite benefits, why I consider it something that you need to be incorporating into your life every single day. So number one, it activates something called sirtuin-1. It's a gene in your body that switches off after you're about 17 or 18 years old. So you're no longer growing, you don't need this gene switched on, but it's like a youth activating gene. So resveratrol impacts all of these special genes, specifically SIRT1. Actually, Dr. David Sinclair from Harvard was the one that did that research. So it's powerful as an anti-aging nutrient, number one. Number two, it's an anti-inflammatory. So the polyphenols not only protect our body as an antioxidant, but I call them power phenols because they also activate autophagy in our body. And we know that autophagy is auto self-phagy to eat. So they protect and they repair, and that has an incredible anti-inflammatory effect all over our body. Number three, resveratrol is so important for our brain. It has an amazing power as an antioxidant. It can cross the blood-brain barrier, which means that it increases the blood flow in the brain. It reduces the inflammation in the brain and gives you an overall sense of a more youthful brain just by its simple antioxidant effects. Number four, resveratrol supports good cardiovascular health. So just think about it. The reason it was called the French paradox, the secret to the French paradox, is that the strength that resveratrol can give to our entire cardiovascular system is truly spectacular. There are thousands of studies done on resveratrol, and it started all around the research of good cardiovascular health. So we know that a glass of red wine is good for our health. Now we know why it's so incredibly good for our health. But you would have to drink about 500 glasses of red wine, if each glass has about 5 milligrams in it, to get the beneficial studied amounts that you would need. Number five, joint health. What's shown with resveratrol research is that it can support really strengthening our joints and supporting the cartilage. So every day that you're taking your resveratrol supplement, you're doing something good for your joints, helping to reduce the effects of joint pain that can accumulate as we age.
So if you have a certain amount of telomere length on your DNA or on your cell, you have longer life. If it's shortened, you have shorter life. So resveratrol can affect that, and that's one of the reasons it's anti-aging. And actually, some people take resveratrol because it mimics the effects of fasting on the cells, and it does that through its effects on that AMPK system I told you about. So intermittent fasting affects the energy levels of the mitochondria, and it'll upregulate certain products when it senses an energy deficient state. Intermittent fasting sort of has health benefits that are the opposite of never fasting or excess energy states or too much adipose tissue. So this is why a lot of us recommend intermittent fasting to people that want to lose weight and want to live longer and want to be healthy. But resveratrol can sort of give you that same effect without having to fast for 18 hours every day. I take resveratrol every day for brain health and for anti-aging effects. And I think probably everybody should be taking resveratrol. That's my personal opinion. There's a ton of science behind this. This is the substance that gave the so-called French paradox. Years ago, when people were first starting to understand that diet actually mattered, no one could figure out why the French were outliving Americans, even though they were eating butter and having red wine. And some authors felt that it might be the resveratrol. We've since learned a lot more, of course, but resveratrol really is an awesome phytochemical that you should incorporate into your daily life. And if you're not going to drink tons of Itadori tea, and certainly we don't recommend drinking tons of red wine, but moderation is been found to be very effective, actually. You can actually take it as a supplement, which is what I do. And I think you should probably consider it. Talk to your physician.